Greetings, Tubiverse. I am One Noob, and in this Top War video, we're going to talk about the brand new Blade Angels Treasure event. There's a lot to cover in this, and there's so much disinformation that was popping up that I had to just do this video as fast as possible to get it out to you because there's very, very good strategy in here for both free-to-play and pay spenders, but there's a couple sacrifices that you've got to make for this. Number one, I don't have a script, and I didn't even shave for you. I apologize in advance, but based on everything that I'm seeing right now in Discord and in servers and people giving me feedback, I need to do this now to help you out because the reality is the shorthand is that this is a very good event for free-to-play and regular players, okay? Consequences, I got my phone here, I'm gonna do everything kind of live, whee! So there's that, and I might ramble because y'all know if you've been seeing my videos, I do scripts, I take my time because I want to be concise and make sure that I'm not wasting your time, okay? So I had to make a judgment call. Worst case scenario, I might do a more professional video later on for you, but I really want to help you out, so I think it's worth the risk of me just going crazy on these wild tangents because I'm known for that. So I'm going to put my screen up next to me. You're going to see the bottom of my head here and there because I have to look down to communicate to you. I think I got all the stuff that's important out of the way. Yes, I did. So here we go. Number one, this Blade Angels Treasure event. People are already saying, this is for pay players only, and that's not true. This is actually an incredibly grind-worthy event. There's just a little bit of strategy you have to know. I'm going to convince you of that, okay? Another one that I'm hearing come out, and this is really why I decided to do this video as fast as humanly possible to get it out to you, is that people are quoting that not only is this only a pay player event, but it could cost you $500 to $700 to, I've seen as high as $1,000 USD. Do the conversion for doing this, so why try? People are upset, and the developers did an awesome thing with this. So stay with me. Free players, you can get this Heavy Trooper. I will explain why, but first off, let me show you where this came from. So if I go to my pretty little base, wait for it to load, live, that's not going to be problems. The hologram that I have here is of a base skin that gives the one cool feature that everybody really wants from this new Heavy Trooper, and it's the ability to repair your Heavy Trooper once a day. When this came out in the seasonal store, I did my math wrong, and I ended up not being able to spend any money in game for a while because I wanted it, and again, bad math, it happens. I'm not allowed to say what I blame, but I blame stuff in any event. What it ended up costing people for this was somewhere in between $500 to $700 and some super unfortunate people north of that. That's what it cost them. So I think this is where this number is coming from, and it's missing critical elements. So no matter who you are in game, listen to me. This is a great event for you. I'm going to explain why. So number one, the way this thing works gives you an idea as to the most important strategies that you should be having in this event right now, and the sooner you get to it, the better. So the general idea is that for people that are spending money in this game, they are carrying the weight for all free players and each other by spending the money on these tickets, okay? Now people are going, oh, you got to hurry up and get it before the event ends. No, you don't. The developers told us prior to this that this thing was going to happen again. It's a recurrent event. The thing that expires are these treasure tokens. Okay, they expire at the end of the event, they get converted into gems. That's an important part. We'll get back to that. So let's talk about our angels here for a second. No matter what, if you are a free player or a pay player, you can see on the screen right now, you have the opportunity to get these tokens, right? You can get these just by attacking. So every time a pay player beats one of these, you're able to attack it, and it's across all kinds of servers, and they keep popping up. From what I can tell here, sorry if I'm off by a couple minutes, but these spawn about every 2 hours. Okay, so rule one, and this is going to remind you of the Deep Sea event where I've told you set a timer for 8 hours and go in. Set a timer for 1 hour, okay? And every hour on the hour, get in game, come over here, click on the little HT guy, and see who has summoned an angel. If you do it with that kind of a level of frequency, it's a little mind-numbing, I know, but most of us are used to grinding. You should be able to catch just about every angel that everybody spawns. Now, some people have done the math and said, oh, this is going to take, and they do a bunch of other calculations. Let me give you all new math. Now, I know you might be like, I'm not sure because you said you did your math wrong on the heavy trooper thing, but again, there's things I blame for that. Let me get to some more basic stuff for you, okay? So far, what you want to look at in this exchange store is in order to get this heavy trooper completely modded out, which is what you want, that's your end goal, so you can get the ability to repair your heavy trooper once a day. You need to get all 4 of these level 1 modules and then these 5 armor modules. This is the stuff you're trying to build. And so people are going, hey, there's no way you can do this in time. You got to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Not true. Again, developers already said this is a recurrent event. So for free-to-play people, especially, you get started with 500 of these tokens. So is that attainable? Well, so far. I did do one little spin of the wheel, okay? But I've also been keeping a log of everything that I've earned so far. So let me scroll through it for you. Again, I haven't been able to do this every hour on the hour because, well, I work, I have a whole other job thing. YouTube does not pay me the kind of gravy some people think it does. I get virtually nothing. I do this for the love. But I've been keeping all these, so let me show you. We'll just do a rough count of what I've gotten, what I think is about 2-3 hours at the very most of playing this game. So this one here, we've got 1 million food or oil. That's pretty good. Another one, 100 gems for free. Oh, that's not good at all. 200 gems for free. That's not good at all. Let's keep going. 8 tokens. We're just going to count up the tokens, but I want you to see all the free gems you get and all this other cool stuff you get just by setting an alarm for every hour on the hour as long as you're awake. Get in here and fight all the angels that have been summoned. So there's 8. I'm just clicking through. Sorry, I didn't do this pre for you. There's another 8, that's 16. There's another one, that's 24. Oh, wait a minute. 24, but that's 32. 32! Oh, I just did it again. There's 40. 40 so far. So far, I've got 40 of these tokens, maybe 3 hours at best. Let's play some more math, guys. We have 6 more days to play this thing past this current day, so 7 days in total the event runs. Sorry, again, doing it live. And all I need to get started with the first module is 500. I'm going to get at least one. Now, of course, for me, I'm going to pay and I'm going to do little spins here and there because the more of us that are doing this, the more free players that are willing to grind can make good stuff in store. Now, like I said before, these treasure tokens expire at the end of the event. It even says it in the description, okay? But it's going to come back. So let's talk priorities in this really, really nice treasure store and try to remember that what I showed you on my screen, on a little double screen thing, that might look cool. I don't know, we'll find out. But let's not forget all the gems we got for free, right? And let's talk priorities in store. What matters most for you? Number 1 is going to be getting these modules, okay? We want to build out this new heavy trooper. It doesn't matter how good this heavy trooper pans out in battle. What matters is that we get the ability to revive our primary heavy trooper once a day. That's really, really good. And for me, just having that base skin, although I'm a little embarrassed that it cost me what it did and that I got it, and I'll admit it, I really enjoy the ability to revive my top heavy trooper, and I've made really, really good battles come out of that ability where other people don't have it. Now you have the opportunity over time for those that are willing to grind. And free-to-play players, you're willing to grind, right? I mean, I know all of us are. That's why we're in this game. You will get there eventually. Patience and grinding, set a schedule every hour on the hour, get in, fight all the angels, see how high you can get. You're only looking for 500 to get 1, right? That's your first thing. Whatever you have, remainders left over. Let me show you some other cool stuff that's in the store, some of which I really hope they keep, or at least rotate out with similars. This would be nice. Look at that, +1 March for 240 tokens. If you have leftovers, not quite up to the 500 to get the first module, that's really nice. I like that, that's pretty. Let's not scroll through the other ones. The next thing, for those of you that are trying to get bigger in game as fast as possible, power cores are really, really hard to get your hands on. So with your leftovers, you can get a bunch of power cores. That's nice for your research tree, okay? And then from there, there's a lot of other little decisions you can make. It is very nice that we have HT chests in here that we can get a good number of. A personal favorite of mine to grab are lucky chests for decor shards. That's really big, right? Because upgrading decor, that's huge. That'll make you super powerful. Now, I can't stress this enough. This is free, okay? The pay players are carrying the weight both for each other and for free-to-play players. And I love that the developers did this. Not only did they do this for us, but it's recurrent, okay? So keep that in mind. This really isn't hard to play. It's not hard to win at it. But don't listen to the people that are sitting there telling you that this is only a pay player event, because it puts you down this weird negative spiral that makes no sense. You should be grateful, and I'm grateful, for everybody that spends a lot of money to summon these angels, because they're giving us the ability, no matter what we spend, to also get these cool rewards. And look at the probabilities of these, okay? I'm just going to throw these up on the screen. You can see it for yourself in game, right? This is pretty nice. You've got a 25% chance at 100 gems by itself for somebody else summoning one of these angels. Right? Of course, we're looking for that 5% chance for 8 of these tokens, or that 0.5% chance for 20 tokens. You got to play to win. Frequency is your friend in this. So again, set an alarm every hour on the hour, get on game. I hope I've said that enough for it to make sense for everybody. I really, really hope. If I didn't, I don't know. I can't repeat it too many more times. In order to fight this angel, and this is another element that people are looking at and saying, oh, this is why this is a pay player only event. If you look, you've got to get this person's or this angel's energy down from 800 on this first level. So this treasure ammo gives me 10 damage, right? And I've got 2 opportunities to hit it in my little spinny wheel thing. And also as I take turns, I'm going to get these other treasure tokens. So yes, it disproportionately favors pay players. That's true. But the more of us that are engaged in this, the better off we're going to do. So it's pretty simple, right? There's nothing hard about this. So please do me a favor, share this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope that I've done a pretty good job of convincing you that over the course of 7 days, if you're going here every hour on an hour, you actually have a good shot, if you're a free-to-play player, of getting at least one of these chests. But what it takes, and this is, again, why I did this video fast, without a script or anything else, you got to know about the strategy now, and you got to tell everybody now. Otherwise, they're going to miss out. So that's it for this video. If you want to learn more about the chips, everything else like that, we can talk about that in some other video, but that's not the point. Again, the point is the heavy trooper repair that this thing gives you. And over time, I promise you, if you keep this strategy running, you're going to get there. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching and all your support. And until next time, Tuboverse.